Welcome back to the Gweilo 60 channel. Um, update. I went to Vancouver here Tuesday, and today's Thursday. And how efficient are these people at the Chinese visa office? Went in there at 9 o'clock in the morning. We got Lao Ping, my brother-in-law, because he's my invitee. The he's the only member, the surviving member of his family, and that sort of carries a little bit of a weight in the Chinese community. So I took him along to sort of bolster my Q2 chances, which is a family class visa, and they're good for up to 180 days. And this is what I was shooting for. So I go in at 9 o'clock. By 10 after 9, I'm at a window, and the visa officer says, "Oh yeah, okay." And he says, "And I know you, type thing." So he obviously knew who I was, but very efficient, straightforward. We had all the documents, all our ducks were in a row, and everything went perfectly. And by 9:25, we were out of the office. We made it to the ferry, and we were back in Nanaimo by 12:30 in the afternoon. I think it was quarter after 12 in the afternoon. We had to get on the ferry at 6:15 in the morning, and away we went. We had a big breakfast on the ferry, and the food on the ferry is pretty good, but a little bit pricey. Two breakfasts for $35 and coffee type thing. But the idea that they phoned me on Wednesday, yesterday, from the visa office saying your visa has been approved, and you can pick it up on Monday. So that's a 6-day turnaround. They don't mail out from the Vancouver office. You have to pick it up. So on our way to Saskatchewan, and all I'm waiting for is my old passport, because when I put out this last video, I told everybody about, they sent my new passport. Where the hell is my old passport? These bastards. And like all my banking is linked to that passport. So to change banking in China from one passport to another without having the old passport, and I noticed that my old passport runs out on February the 24th of next year, so in a couple of months. And I noticed on my online banking at my bank in China, they say your certification is running out. Come and see us, or you won't be able to bank properly after this certain date type thing. And so it's sort of a good thing that I'm going back. We've got two box springs, two mattresses, and one of those metal bed frames, and that's the only things that we have to get rid of out of the house now, except for the two spoons, two forks, two knives, two sets of chopsticks, and how bachelors live. But I basically cleaned out the whole house. I'm supposed to be signing documents later on this afternoon or tomorrow morning on the sale of the house, and then that's done. All my banking is basically finished. Everything has come to an abrupt halt, and the only thing that we have to do, as I say, my old passport in the mail, and I talked to them on Monday, and they said that I should have it back within a week. So that means next Monday. Lao Ping works till next Monday. That's his last day of work at the Quality Inn's Chinese restaurant. And then he's officially retired, which is sort of good. And I talked to him last night about that, and he's happy about that. He's 54 years old. He doesn't want to be slinging hash anymore. Life is going to be better for him in the future in China. But I get the passport the next morning at 6:15. We're on the road to Saskatchewan. Well, actually, to Edmonton, Alberta to begin with. We'll go up through Jasper National Park, and Lao Ping has never done a road trip across Western Canada, so this will be a new thing for him. He's flown over, but he's never driven through, so he'll see things that he's never seen before. Hopefully, we'll see some bighorn sheep, some moose. Oh, and my neighbor gave me some moose pepperoni the other day. Oh, is that good? Brings back the olden days of living in the rural areas of Saskatchewan, where you got pickerel in the spring and fall. You've got moose meat, you got deer meat, you got elk meat, you got bear meat, you got all of these different things, and we make them into sausage and pepperonis and elk steaks or moose steaks, barbecued over an open fire and stuff. Yeah, those are the good old days. but he'll get to see things that he hasn't seen before, and then we'll spend a day with my daughter, Miranda, and then the next day we're off again to Prince Albert. And I've got a little bit of banking to do in Prince Albert. Actually, just setting up ATM cards and whatever that have gone stale over the years because I haven't used that bank account with an ATM card for, ooh, I'm going to say 10 years or maybe even a little bit longer. So I'll reintroduce myself to them, and it's a credit union that I use on my Google accounts, on my PayPal accounts, on my Payoneer accounts, and stuff like that. That's the working account. And I figured, well, if I'm going to be in China, I can ATM cash out of there if I want to, rather than just paying bills, because now I won't have any bills in Canada, not one bill, which is sort of nice. What I paid just on condo fees, on insurance on a vehicle, on phone and power, and just those charges in a month will probably be more than I'll spend in China on a monthly basis. It's that expensive in Canada. So the next day we'll be in Prince Albert. I want to go visit a couple of friends, Norm and Jan. I want to see Anna, my stepmother. And then I'm off the next day to Saskatoon to drop Mimi off with my cousin. And then that same day, I'll go down and visit my brother Warren. I'll stay there for probably a day and a half or 2 days. And then we're going to jump an airplane to Hong Kong or Shanghai. I'm not sure. I haven't booked it yet. So until I get that old passport, I'm sort of not able to book my flights, and it's sort of disconcerting. I guess I do have a photocopy of the information page of my old passport, and that probably would suffice. But it's better to be safe than sorry, and if it costs a couple extra $1,000 for booking closer to the date that we travel, so be it. I've had so many bad things happen in my life lately that I don't really think or worry about the little shit anymore. And anybody that's lost somebody close to them can understand what I'm saying. Those little things just don't matter anymore. $1,000 here, $1,000 there. Who really cares? You know what I mean? So what I'm saying in this video is the plan is coming together. We've got all of our documentation. We've got the passports and visas. We've got Lao Ping finishing off his work. We've got a schedule for cruising out to, we've got a schedule for when that old passport's supposed to be here. My brother used to work for federal immigration. I told him, he says, they lie. And I would imagine that they do. But I'm going to give the lady that I talked to the benefit of the doubt, because she, she says, wait a second. And I was on hold for about 5 minutes, and she came back and she said, yeah, your passport's supposed to be sent back and you should have it within a week. So unless I don't get it within a week, I'll just believe what she says. And then we jump on an airplane for, I would say Hong Kong probably would be the easiest. That's how Wei Fong and I went in April back. And boy, it was a good thing that Wei Fong and I went in April, May, and to the 4th of June. I think we left here on the 6th of April this year. And I thought that it might be her last chance to go back to China. And it turned out that it was. So I'm really happy that we made that trip. She got to see her dad. She got to, all of those things that she should have done, she did. So that's a good thing. And we went through Hong Kong, and one of the border guys comes up to me after I go through the border crossing. And one of the immigration officers come up to me and he says, I know you, you're Gweilo 60. So, and then I get noticed at the immigration or the visa office here in Vancouver. Sometimes being a YouTuber has its benefits, I guess. I'd like to thank Matt from Gweilo Nation. He did a video here the other day about Wei Fong, and it was done in really, really good taste. And I thought, Matt's been a good friend for a number of years now, and he did her proud, and I'm really, really glad that he made that video. If you haven't seen it, go over there and watch it. It's got some old footage of Wei Fong and myself and whatever. It brings back good memories, not sadness or anything like that. It just brings back good memories. Another one I just finished watching was Prime in China did a video, and seems like that big fat piece of shit actually does have a heart, and I guess thanks too, because Wei Fang was a good person. Even the people that don't have the same political views as me, they all liked Wei Fang. Everybody liked Wei Fang. The good, the bad, the indifferent, and it's nice to see that she had impact on even the lowest of the low. I guess is what you can say with that one. So I would imagine if everything goes as planned, it's what is it, the 7th of December? I would imagine Lao Ping and I will probably be back in Nanning, China within a 2 week time period. And I probably won't be making any videos before then, just for the fact that we'll be on the road. We'll be living in somebody else's home. We'll be traveling. And traveling to Saskatchewan is not a light travel. I think it's just over 1,800 kilometers through the mountains of BC in the winter, snow and whatever and stuff. So that'll be an adventure in itself. And then when you're flying from Saskatchewan to Nanning, well, to Hong Kong, and then take the high-speed train from Hong Kong to Nanning, you're looking at about a 36-hour one-way trip. So that's a daunting little trip, to say the least. But everything is coming together, guys. I'm in better spirits today than I have been in 4 weeks in one day type thing. And there is maybe a light at the end of the tunnel now. And I attribute that to staying busy. I attribute that to you people for all your condolences. Very, very much appreciated. And hopefully, I get my bounce in my step back as soon as I see an ice cold Li Qian beer on the street corner of Ho Ji Lu in Nanning, China. And until then, that's another video from Gweilo 60. If you like this video, as always, like, comment, subscribe, push that share button. Don't forget to resubscribe. And until next time, peace out. Bye now.